Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha Pi Omega and Iran. So in the last episode we've went through a couple of civilian industry, military industry focuses that actually significantly increased our capacity to build the zoo figures. We are currently sitting at 1.15 per week. It's not great, but instead of 6,000 days, we are now looking at 2,500 days to produce the 410 that we are missing, which is, all things considered, a pretty good upgrade. Right now we are getting the extra civilian industry, after which we are going to get our first naval yard that's going to boost our naval capacity, after which we are going to go with Vaja, because you guys asked for this, and we want to actually have the Secret Service start its operations. The Information and Security University we're going to get as well, we'll get as a bundle, because it gives us a nice boost to the age and so on. And I'm considering getting maybe even the Sefaf Imam Zaman, and maybe even the overseas issues. I don't know what Vavak will give us when we go and increases encryption, decryption, subversive. It might be good to have, better relationships with them than just the basic one. Okay, so what are you telling me that I can do? What are you telling me that I can do? I can send training mission to Oman, sure. Oman is in our neighborhood. Actually remove all of this. The fact that the United States didn't invade Iraq actually makes it really good for us. Check on people's situation, send diplomats to the east. Increased government supervision is something that we want, because that's gonna increase our independence and we're gonna get extra vehicle stability. So let's get that. Military, yeah, let's get that. I don't need that much political power, to be quite honest. I'm more interested in improving our general condition, and that is going to be right what we need. So we have still about $250 million every week as our balance. Okay, that was before the upgrade. With the increasing overseeing or increased oversight, we are not getting even 100 billion per. Actually, no, that's not 100 billion. That's 100 million per week. But it's fine. It's still, positive numbers, so that's fine. We get the increased, the interest rate is still increasing, so is the debt. But we're gonna get the Tehran Saman office sector. Once that's gonna done, I'm gonna put the Azerbaijan civilian industry above it, so that we finish it, and then we're gonna start another civilian construction in Tehran. I know that I'm working a lot on the civilian industry, but that's what's gonna, that's where the money lies. That's what's gonna feed us. Considering all of it, look at the corporate income. We're getting almost 1.1 billion from civilian industries and only 300 million from military. And okay, office sectors are giving us quite a lot of money, but yeah, we're gonna increase that significantly. I like that the office sectors also increase GDP, because at 2 billion we're gonna get our 5th research slot, which is also pretty good. I like the idea that we're gonna have 3 always running on the economy, and the additional ones on military, and that kind of scales very nicely. GDP per capita is already $15.8 thousand. That's pretty good. Okay, construction is gonna be done soon. Hold on, I want to see the effect. Okay, 8th of February. Okay, that's probably not going to be a major difference. Nope, it's actually not. Oh, no, wait, that's establish free zones. This is the construction. Okay, so wait, did we read the description? What was the free zones? Establish free zones in Ardabil. Ah, okay, we didn't read this. The Ardaba free trade zone will offer duty-free and bonded zone facilities, together with subsidized manufacturing and production costs, in addition to foreign exchange facilities. The new FTZ will facilitate future trade, as there will be no restriction on imports to and exports from the zone. It is also possible to build manufacturing units in Ardaba free trade zone, as imported raw materials are exempt from tariffs. Okay. So now let's get our first naval dockyard. Army Navy Force. The Islamic Republic of Iran Navy, officially abbreviated NEDAJA, is the naval warfare service branch of Iran's regular military, the IRIA. NEDAJA shares many functions and responsibilities with the IRGC Navy. Yep, it's the Iranian National Guards Navy. By the way, those are not at all modeled in the game. They use pretty much... Well, they have, I think the number was something like 300 fast attack craft, which are pretty much just motorboats with light machine guns or carrying torpedoes. But that's beyond the recognition of the game's engine. But that's the difference between the regular Navy and the IRGC. But I think actually if we start with the mine-laying naval units, I'm gonna put them under the official flag of the IRGC because that makes more sense, which is equipped with small fast attack craft. The backbone of the Artesh naval inventory consists of larger surface ships, including frigates and corvettes and submarines. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. So I'm saying the right stuff at the right moment. So we've added the construction, and we can actually go with construction free. But I thought in the meantime we could go with the research genome. Modified population, trickle back, experience loss. I think we really should catch up on construction as fast as possible, because those are... Production efficiency retention is not something that would be bothering us, nor is oil. And we're already working on microcomputing. Oh, we could go to GPRS, which gives research speed, factor, output, and recoil rate. Okay, that's better. General Packet Radio Service, GPRS, is a packet-based wireless communication service that promises data rates from 56 up to 114 kilobytes and continuous connection to the internet for mobile phones and computer users. The device is settled around 2G and 3G cellular communication networks global system for mobile communications. That's actually pretty good, and we're gonna get it really fast, 442 days, and it's gonna increase research speed by 5%. We're still having a huge penalty, but as you mentioned in the comments very smartly, I think it was Wolfhow who said that 30% of this is just the difficulty. I'm trying to offset it as much as possible because research is what's gonna keep us alive. I can repay a bit of the debt. Not much more, but I can repay this. Okay, when are you finishing this? 8th of February. Okay, so once we get this one, I'm gonna switch the factories. Nice, we actually have already 2. Bureaucracy cost multipliable by 40% for 200 days in exchange for... Huh! Well, we barely pay anything for bureaucracy, so no. No divisions in basic training. That's not such a major issue. Actually, I was thinking we might want to start drilling some of the units. But it would have to be some that are not using things that we cannot punish. Yeah, you guys, for example, the Zulfigars and Zulfigars 1. So every single one we lose of those during the drills, we won't be able to replenish anytime soon. What about you? You still use the tank battalions, but you use artillery and self-propelled artillery. We don't really do much in the self-propelled artillery department. How many do we have in reserve? It's anti-air. not have any. Too fun. Am I going blind? Main battle tank, APC, IFV, ATGM, mounted ATGM, artillery. That's bizarre. Do we not have any? Hold on. Or we might not have a single one in reserve. That is also a possibility. Can we produce any? Oh, we can't. Okay, that's why we don't have them. Okay. So that's something we might want to research. It's probably under artillery, right? Oh no, wait, self-propelled artillery hull. Okay, so we haven't designed one. A medium howitzer. That would be an infantry killer. Heavy howitzer. Can you put it there? Heavy howitzer requires. What do you require? Early Cold War AFV chassis. So you cannot have it on artillery? Chassis type. What? It's engine. Gun conversion. Heavy water barrel. Huh? Gun barrel. Okay. Medium howitzer ammo. Early rocket assisted ammo. Chassis type. I don't really know what they mean by chassis type. Battle stations. Oh, here it is. Tank chassis, Cold War tank chassis, truck chassis. So wait, if I put this, can I now put the howitzer? Would that work? Yeah, it would. Okay. So heavy howitzer ammo. Yeah, that would work. Okay. Interesting. It greatly reduces the speed, but it will work. So we can design actual self-propelled artillery. That's kind of interesting and unexpected, really. Armenian elections. Armenian National Congress has a Western outlook. Not a fan. Not a fan, but what can we do? I can repay a bit of debt here. Oh, I think we finished. Yep, we finished the office, which gave us a really nice boost in income. And here we go with the second dockyard. Amazing. So now's the right time for us to go with Vaja. The Ministry of Intelligence of the Islamic Republic of Iran is the primary intelligence agency of the Islamic Republic of Iran and a member of the Iran intelligence community. It is also known as Vaja and previously as VEVAC. So we gain extra stability of 5%. That's actually interesting. I missed that. And we get a new intelligence agency. Get a boost in counterintelligence. And opinion of VEVAC changes by 5%. Okay, we'll see how much we get there and if it's worth going down more than one step of the street. Happy that we actually didn't take more debt. 3.2%. Yeah, we still managed to keep the debt to GDP ratio to around between 30 and 33%, which is nice, despite the fact that it has increased massively to 370 billion. Remember, we started with something like 80, so we took on quite a lot of debt, but we keep boosting our economy significantly, so it's not such an issue, which is how you should treat this. Oh, and modern electrospinning is coming. Extra factory and dockyard output and production efficiency cap. That's gonna be amazing. We're gonna build 1.3 Zulfigar per week. Yay. And we can get a naval doctrine here. So what we need is the corvette and frigate organization increase. So the shipping lanes must be protected at all costs to keep our fleet adequately supplied and supported. So naval detection and escort efficiency increased by 30%, and all of our frigates and corvettes get extra organization boost. And Liberia took one state and annexed Liberian democracy movement. How great is that? Are you still... Nope. The Second Liberian Civil War ends. Today, Charles Taylor, the dictator president of Liberia, announced the end of the Lourdes in Iberia, which I guess is the Liberian something? No. Despite the Liberian military being in shambles and most of the work being done by Taylor's anti-terrorist units, Lourdes with their Guinean allies weren't able to topple his government. But the remaining rebels there have crossed the border and escaped to Guinea. It is likely that Taylor will continue the conflict with Guinea until all opposition is dealt with. Yeah, so we are still at war. Nationalist outlook, huh? I was considering maybe looking into it a bit more, but you can be nationalists as much as you want. I'm not interested. What are we doing now with 2 dockyards? On the 2nd of June. Okay. We're doing a pretty good job revamping our navy. Can I upgrade you? I can, to the Alvant 2. Okay, so that's gonna be the next project, and then we're gonna start designing the frigates. Probably the mine laying first. Sure, let me see. What are our capabilities in that? If we take the Corvette hull, 19... No, we don't have a modern Corvette, right? We have just the frigate. 1980... 1995 Corvette hull, so we do have 1995... Oh, here it is. So can we... Mine laying. So, mine layer. Can we put 2? No, just 1. Okay, so only 1 mine laying. With the... Is there anything that would help us with that? With missiles? Nope. So we could make a dual anti-submarine and mine laying patrols. Guess that would make sense. What about the helicopters? Are they doing anything? Minesweeping. Okay, so we could actually have you as a minesweeper mine layer. I don't really think we need the minesweeping capability. That doesn't really do much for us. Does it? Okay, how long? Oh, we've already finished the industrial development process. Yeah. We're back to 15 and 5. So the next one is going to be a civilian factory in Tehran. An experience. Okay, in 42 days the electrospinning is gonna be done. So how are you guys doing? 2,364 days, 907 days, and 444 days. Okay, so Vaja is done. We created a Ministry of Intelligence, Vaja. Oh, and we can't do this. Oh, we need the operatives first. Okay, so once we get the operative, we can come back here. Extra stability, modify nausea. Right, please. Damage to garrisons. Nothing here is really that interesting. Strategic office. Revitalize the military. That's another military factory. Naval yard and naval yard. That might be important down the line. but not for now. Can we get more civilian industry? No. Can you get 150 political power and then money? That's not exactly what I'm looking for. What is this? Changing popularity of emerging. We get extra recruitable and a lowered tax cost and a population tax revenue multiplier. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. And extra stability. People like us more research speed, and you lower corruption. Okay, do you need both? Yeah, you do. Okay, that's not great, but this is actually really goddamn good. And then infrastructure and public tax cost lowered by 5. And construction speed. Oh, these are good. And extra dockyard. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna alternate now. We're gonna get one of you, then one of you, and then yeah, because these are really not that great. Don't need that. So let's start with the IBRC, after which we are probably going to get then we're going to get the Vaja, and then we're going to double down on the industrial focus tree and work on that as much as we can. And at some point in the near future, we are going to start spreading influence over Iraq. That's just 3%. Once every 30 days. So we need 50 influence. We need to save some political power. A lot of it, actually. Which I think we can do using one of those focuses. Yeah, the Lake Urmia is going to give us 150 political power. So that means we can then start influencing Iraq fairly safely, because we'll bleed out a bit of political power every month, but nothing major. And if we want to topple their government and or change it to Shia, we'll need to look into where was it? It's down here somewhere or here. Where the hell is that focus tree? Oh, I didn't want to click on that, but... Oh, here it is. Sphere of influence. 100... Oh, you would give me also 150 political power. And then Iraq, increase 6. Popularity changes. Popularity of emerging. Jesus Christ. Iranian treasury minus 56 billion. Oh, but we have a chance to have a coup there. A coup against Saddam. Coup fails. Then we increase the influence yet again. And then we can start giving them economic aid. But yeah, we already discussed this is something that we need to go through completely, because we will have only a couple of years of that. Foreign influence. But Iraq is something that we need to deal with as soon as possible. Azerbaijan. Afghanistan. Can we? Can we topple the government there as well? That is crazy. That is weird. Well, I'll have to... I don't know, what do you guys think about it? When should we do this? Because the influence gain of extra 15% is actually pretty good. Well, let's just finish this one and call the episode a day. And then we're gonna... Oh, actually the modern electrospinning is finished now. Amazing. So let's get the next step. Inorganic fibers fabrication. Electrospinning is considered one of the simplest and most effective techniques for fabricating massive amounts of nanomaterials, resulting in various inorganic micro and nanofiber being successfully electrospun. So more of the same. All of you are... anyone? Intel network spread, that's something that we really want. Spy Hunter. Double Agent, Vagrant. Well, we are not interested in United Kingdom. Seducer and Spy Hunter. Tough and Revolutionary. No, I want you, Saad Sahari, and you are going to start building the Intel network in Iraq. Kuwait Oil Company IPO. Kuwait State's lucrative oil IPO. Stability and health cost. Iranian consumers spend less. You know what? We need to deal with the dockyards. We need to deal with this one. We need to deal with the next focus. We need to deal with the Iraqi network. I'm gonna end the episode here. I had fun, so hope you did as well, and I'll see you next time with more Iran. Finally, we are starting to slowly but surely extend our hands into the nations around us.